So our topic is Melachos permitted for Ocheil Nefesh. So Ocheil Nefesh, we said that whatever is required for a person to eat. But we're going to see not only to eat, but for other things. So let me quickly read the verse. So the verse says, all of our learning was evolved around this verse. No work may be done on them, meaning holidays, except for what must be eaten for any person. That's the key words. That alone may be done for you. Okay, so as you see, for them, for you, so for any person. So from all of these details, we learned a lot, and we left off on a conclusion of this chapter, the chapter number 2, and if somebody found it's page number 15. So last part is summary of the laws, and we're going to explain. It's like summary of whatever we said last time, which is, I think, very beneficial. That's why I left off here. Although we are permitted to perform melacha for the sake of Ocheil Nefesh, it is clear for Gemara that this does not apply to all melachas. However, there is dispute concerning this criteria, which melachas are permitted and which is forbidden. Right. So on one hand, it says that you can do whatever is need to be done for a person, for his food, for enjoyment of Yom Tov on one hand, but not everything. And we discussed there were two opinions, Rashi and Rambam, and Rosh and Ran. So it's huge giants on one side and two huge giants on another side. So when people like that have two different opinions, so you know what we do? We don't take any sides, right? We try to do conforming to one opinion and another opinion. So you don't want to be after 120 years staying in the court on heaven, and Rambam said no. Actually, I was very clear what to do. So why you didn't follow me, right? Or Rosh or Ran. So okay. So we're trying to go as in the middle of the road, as this Rabbi Simcha Bunim Cohen explained. Okay, so first opinion. According to Rashi and Rabban, we are permitted to do only melachas that could not have been performed equal result before Yom Tov. So that's what we discussed last time, but to remind us, so Rashi and Rabban said, so if you could cook whatever food before the Yom Tov, so you're not allowed to cook on Yom Tov, right? So I mean, but some foods they're not going to be as tasty, right? If you go do it before Yom Tov, for example, salad or something. And in the olden days, when they did not have refrigerators, and it was on Shabbos, like in the middle of the summer, when it's very hot and food spoils very fast. So of course they would try to do as close to the Yom Tov as possible. But we're talking about our times when we have refrigerators. So salad, even if you have refrigerator, it's not good if you do it before, right? It's not going to be as fresh. But if you do meat or you do soup or fish, I mean, you do rice or whatever you do, it's same taste, maybe even better if it stays in like overnight or something. There is no problem. That's what Rashi and Rambam said. Of course, there are exceptions when he did not have time because of the circumstances beyond his control. Somebody got sick. It was a burial that he had to attend. He had to carry the casket. All of this. Somebody got in trouble. He had to help the person. So all of these exceptional circumstances. But as a general rule, Rashi and Rambam said, if you decided that I'm going to be off on the holiday and I'm going to do it on holiday since I'm home anyway, so it's not, so it's absolutely forbidden. That's the first opinion. And second opinion of Rosh and Ran. So it says we are permitted to do only melachas that are normally performed on a small scale, on a daily basis. So that's a difference. So meaning not to prepare for the next day, on a small scale. So meaning. It's not for 2 days, but on a 1 day's basis. Okay. So as I said before, we're going actually according to both of these opinions. We're going to combine in all of these halachos. We're going to combine. Continue. One should abide by the stringencies of both opinions. Oh, here we go. Thus, for the sake of Ocheil Nefesh, one may perform only Melachos that are commonly done on a small scale. Right, so for example, nobody like the example I think we use, or it's my personal example. I don't remember to do pickling. So nobody pickles like two pickles, right? When you pickle, you do I don't know how many, 5 jars, 6 jars, I don't know 3, well, whatever how many, but not 2 pieces. You understand? So that means that it's not allowed to do it on Yom Tov, right? So only things that are done on a small scale, what you cook chicken, you cook soup. Some people like cook for one day, right? There is no problem. So one more time, one should abide by stringency of both opinions. That for the sake of Ocheil Nefesh, one should perform only melachas that commonly done on a small scale, and only if particular act could not have been done with equal result before the Yom Tov. So besides this vegetable salad and maybe fruit salad, me personally, I don't know too many examples. Other foods can be prepared the day before. There is no problem whatsoever. Continue. With respect to melachas that sometimes performed on a large scale and sometimes performed on a small scale, for example, sorting and grinding. Okay, we may do them only in a small scale. Okay, so we're going to discuss. So sorting is a separate melacha, grinding is a separate melacha, right? It's very interesting, yeah. Sorting and grinding. We may do them only in a small scale. There is to prepare the quantity of food that is normally consumed in one day. So that's it. So if, for example, grinding, what is in grinding? So you need or sifting or something, right? You want to bake fresh bread, right? Fresh bread, of course, it's better than the bread from 2 days ago. That's for sure. That's maybe another example, right? So it would be allowed. So even though some people usually do when they do, for example, when they do dough, knead dough. So usually they try to do it with a separation of challah, and in order to separate challah, you need a certain amount. So many times they do like much more dough than they need for this specific, let's say Shabbos, right? They do dough and then froze it or bake and froze halachos, right? They use it over a period of next 2 or 3 months, for example, right? So since it could be done on a small scale and on a large scale, meaning for one time, right? So you're allowed to do it on a small scale. So that's the practical application of this example. Next one. If food was unavailable before Yom Tov, or someone did not have time to prepare it before Yom Tov, he may prepare it on Yom Tov, even if the same result could theoretically have been achieved on that day before. So maybe, I don't know what happened, food was not available, somebody brought it to him or to her. So it's also possible sometimes when people combine. And I saw this, I love this in Jerusalem, Yerushalayim. It's very interesting, right? So people, Friday night, everybody goes like walk around on the street. There is Eruv, of course. We stayed in religious neighborhoods, of course, Baruch Hashem, and everybody walk around with containers, like containers, like glass containers. They would come to somebody, like get together with a company. I don't know, several couples, families, whatever, and everybody's going to contribute because the food is very expensive there, very, very expensive, much expensive where I live. Meat is cheaper, fish maybe a little cheaper, but cheese cheaper, but other foods expensive. Vegetables for sure expensive there where I live. Yes, so then people, of course, there are many not rich people. They would combine, so they would walk around with these containers, bring food. So sometimes maybe this food is not available, not is completely cooked, and this and that. So that would be exception as I see in this case. Okay. So continue. Even if one purposely put off the preparation in a certain food item for Yom Tov, he may do melach on Yom Tov in an unusual fashion, as we'll see in the future chapters. So now this person goes against Rashi and Rambam, right? So Rashi and Rambam said if you had the opportunity to do it before and it would not affect the taste, so that's what you must do. Well, not only taste, the quality, right? The quality. So that's what you must do. So, but since there is a different opinion, and so we would allow, but only with a shinui. Right, some things are only allowed with a shinui, meaning deviation from regular way. Okay, so we finish chapter 2. Any questions on what we said on the summary before I continue?
Rabbi?
Yes, go ahead.
So what would be a bigger mitzvah to, let's say, look forward to preparing a dish that is going to be ready before Yom Tov so that the person can enjoy more time on Yom Tov, or to prepare a dish that is going to be a little bit more complex but rather more delicious and has to be prepared during Yom Tov? Which of these two would be like a better thing to do, like a bigger mitzvah?
I think the first one, because tell you what, when the Yom Tov comes, there is special aura in the air, as we learned in the introduction of this book. So this average food is going to taste even better. So it's not probably Yom Tov, especially when you go to shul. So it's so short. It's like as I said a few times, like when I go to Israel, it's when only one day I suffer. I don't know how is it possible to do it one day. So just when understand, many Yom Tov starts after nightfall, right? Like Pesach, others like Shabbos for sure. After nightfall, because you have to count complete 50 days, right? For 49 days, for 50th day. So it's very late. By me, it's approximate, like 9:30. You finish it. It's 11. Then you have to get up. The prayer starts at 8 something, right? You wake up 2 hours before, like you wake up 6, you go there, you come back 11:30 or something, you eat, like it's already, I don't know, 1 p.m. Short nap, sometimes there is no time for nap, then you get up and learn a little few hours, then you go back to the shul. I mean, where exactly you're going to cook? I have no idea. You understand? And I live not far from the shul, like maybe 15 minutes walk. I mean, I have closed the shul, but I like that one. You understand? So I'm not sure when people say when they're going to cook, when they're going to cook. Right? And even for women, so my wife, of course, she does not go to shul. Women should not go to shul. But even if she's like, when we finish, like even 10:30, whatever we finish, she wants to sleep. And when she wakes up, she prays in the house. So that's it. It's almost time to serve the meal. So there is no really time. Like you just prepare like simple salads. Do whatever salads, whatever egg salads. Maybe it's fresher, but that's it. There is not that much time. So I'm not sure when people say they cook on Yom Tov, what exactly do they mean? Understand? So. And we don't wash dishes, and we don't do any preparation. So I'm talking about like 99%, everything is ready. That's it. And still there is like a very tight schedule. Understand? So, okay, very good. Any other questions before I continue?